probably all heard about the airport that's opening up this year, operational next year, and that's Corvera Airport. Now that's going to be the closest airport to Camposol. Now checking on Google Maps, I worked it out to be 35 minutes from Camposol. So here we go again. I'm going to take you on the drive to see if it's about 35 minutes. Now I'm not going to go in too fast, so you could probably do it a little bit quicker. So I'm on Sector A, I'm just outside the Memorial Gardens on the roundabout, so we're going to lead on to the RM3. So here we go. So off we go. So we're going on to the 3M3, I should say. So this is the route that Google Maps has taken us. Now, Corvera Airport is also known as Murcia International Airport. It's also named, I think on the tickets it's going to be RMU. So it'll be the Region de Murcia International Airport. At the moment it's a little bit confusing to people that's booking flights, but people actually have booked flights now from Corvera. Now it's supposed to be, this is the word, the information that I'm giving you, well, I can't say it's 100% right because it's still very vague at the moment, but the information is, as from the 14th of January 2019, they're shutting down the San Javier Airport, which is on the coast, and then on January the 15th 2019 officially the Corvera Airport will be open for operations. Now I don't know about flights and that, but I know people have booked flights in January onwards, and I would presume anybody that has booked flights and it's saying San Javi will be converted over to the other airport. Like all things in Spain, it could just change, but at the moment that's the planned opening date. They did say at the beginning of this year that the airport was going to open end of this year, but I know they've got to do a lot of work. We're going to find out when we get to the airport. We probably won't be able to drive into the airport, it'll still be shut off for obviously getting it ready. So I'm not going to show you the complete route because it'll be a long video, but gets you an idea of where we're going. So we obviously come off the 3M, the RM3 I should say, and what we're doing, we're doing a cut through. Okay, the Corvera Airport. Now, we all know it on Camposol as Corvera Airport, but it will be known as the Murcia International Airport. Now, they started building this back in July 2008. They finished it in they finished it in 2012, and they was open to be operational in 2013. And ever since 2013, every year they said the airport was going to open. Now back in that time, 2008, you probably know that was the boom years. There was a lot of money coming into Spain. I think Spain at that period was the third fastest growing economy in Europe. There was so much money coming in there. They built obviously urbanizations, obviously Camposol was one of them, the Hacienda, the Condado, all the golf resorts that are down on the coast. Another big thing, the main reason really for the Corvera Airport was the Paramount place. Now I think the Paramount was the main structure really. If it hadn't have been for the Paramount theme park, these roads wouldn't have been built, the infrastructure wouldn't have been put in place. So they've done all this, they've done all the obviously urbanisations, Polaris World with the Condado and the Hacienda and all those other golf resorts were put up. And then as it progressed, the money fell out, the market crashed. The Paramount theme park was officially dead beginning of this year. There's no way that's ever going to be built here now. We don't know yet. Maybe there'll be something else coming. We don't know. But at the moment, the Paramount place, and I noticed some of the old estate agent websites, they've still got it on their site. No way is that going to be built. But what has happened now that the airport has been taken over and it's going to open, and it is opening, that's the main thing, and they're actually shutting down the San Javier Airport. Now, San Javier Airport really is a military airport, so obviously the military will take that back, take control of it. Building work has actually started beginning of this year. The hotel at the Hacienda has been taken over, so they've got new owners in that. The Camposol hotel has been bought as well. Nothing's been going on there since it's been bought, so we don't know what's going on the Camposol one, but we know that the Hacienda hotel has been taken over, which is good to see, and they're actually building new properties there. Also on the Condado, which was part of Polaris World, they're actually building there, and I believe next year they're building big time. Down the road at the country club, they're building property there, so that there is an upturn in the market. The other thing is the BritX thing. Now the BritX haven't got a clue what's going on. It seems to be a right mess at the moment back in the UK. Looks like the way it's going, there's going to be no deal. How that's going to affect us here in Spain, I haven't got a clue. Whatever happens, I'm still staying here. So I mean, this is going to be my 3rd year now in Spain. I'm quite happy living here. As you can see, the weather, it's been manky. Now, a couple of days ago, they actually shut this road because when we get the rains, you get two sorts of rains here. You only get drizzle, which is fantastic, or you get heavy rain. Now the heavy rain, it's like it says, it is heavy, and what it does virtually, it just comes down so fast that this road would turn into a flood. It just runs off this ground. This ground's like clay really, and if you get onto it, it just clogs your wheels up, and obviously it is dangerous. I mean, there's been quite a few videos up this past week. Well, places have been really flooded bad, but yeah, this road was shut off. Looking at the weather at the moment, looks like it's on the upchange. I think this is the last day we'll get any sort of overcast, but you never know. It's so changeable here in Spain. Even the weather can be wrong. One day it can say it's cloudy and it's fantastic, the sun's out, not a cloud in the sky. It's just like that. Each valley seems to have its own weather climate, so you can never really know what the weather's going to be like. Temperature, we're probably talking 15. It's just gone 10 o'clock, so it's still just warming up still. It does get cold here in Spain. Now we're in November now. We've got the heating on. I don't think people put it enough across in Spain that it does get cold. Even down in the south, we were talking Malaga way, it does get cold. During the daytime, yeah, no problem, it is pretty warm, but come the evening, it gets cold. Well, we're coming into a lovely little village here, and I know there's quite a few Brits living in this village. Now this the other day was cut off from the floods. It's a typical farming village, but it's got shops. I believe it's got a bank here. As you can probably see, when you drive through Spain, you don't see a lot of people about. They are working. I mean, obviously they're all gone out in the fields, But you hardly see it, you know. To me, it always reminds me of ghost towns. You do see them about, and it's like this in the summer. It's not just to do with the weather. So you've got some shops here. Now the lights are not, they're on a timer. Even though there's nothing about, this is what, another thing I love here, the lights will just go red. And you sit here for a couple minutes, passing the time, thinking, oh, it's gone green now. And you're thinking, why did I have to stop? There's nobody about. Now, just over there on the left was a nice little bar. There's the bank. There's a few more shops. So it's only a small village. So, in and out. Now all around you, you can see it sort of flattish. Most of these farms here, I believe, are doing pigs. Obviously, there's a lot of agriculture. There's lots of stuff growing out in the fields, like cabbages and onions, I believe. I don't know. Right, it's one of these funny roundabouts. It's a roundabout, but it's not. It's a, you got to sort of go round it, over the road, back on yourself, and then you got to sort of bend your head backwards. Anyway, we're going up onto the RM2 now, which is what I call a dual carriageway. It's sort of the main drag road. You wouldn't be able to see it, but straight ahead to the right over that dual carriageway would have been where the, oh shit, it's alright, there was a load of stones in the road. That's where the Paramount theme park would have been, but no more. So we got lots of lovely little roundabouts. So we're going actually onto the RM2 now, which has got Fonte Alimo, Cartagena, as we should say. Now, obviously another thing, you probably noticed some of my pronunciations are not perfect. I am trying. And as I said in a previous video, not getting the right pronunciations does cause a nightmare here in Spain. A bit of confusion as well. So anyway, we're getting on to the 3M2 now. So this is the main drag road really to Corvera Airport. We've got to turn off eventually and head towards Corvera town. Now, there is another route that probably people are going to know more if they're living over the Cartagena way. You keep on this 3M2 right up to the end. Massive roundabout. We call it the chicken roundabout because there's a big building just off the roundabout with a chicken's head on it. So everybody here sort of knows it as the chicken roundabout. You would then turn left, head back towards Murcia. I think it's the A3, might be wrong. A30 maybe, something like that, or the M30, something like that. I'm useless at road numbers, so that's why I'm giving you the sat nav, just in case I get you a little bit confused. And you can go in that way to Corvera because they actually built a proper dual carriageway leading up into the airport. But obviously, from Camposol it's longer. Maybe it's more straightforward, but I believe this is quite the simplest way. Sat navs now are so popular on your phone. I mean, I don't buy I know what you call them now, those things you can get in Alfords and that, your phone becomes your sat nav. I've got a bit of a noise there. So yeah, so as you can see, the roads are really busy. I think the only thing that goes up and down here is the lorry drivers, really, and obviously the odd car. So we're coming along fine. Looks like we're going to be there quite soon, really. Now, one of the things that happens in Spain that you're going to come across is these urbanisations where they started to build them and they never actually finished them, because the idea was fantastic. And we're coming up to one that's on our right hand side, I believe. We possibly, no, looking at it now, no, it looks like we've gone past it. Okay, so I won't even mention that. Okay, so this turning here, the turning on the right, is the one that goes off up to the Hacienda. That's the Hacienda del something. That's it. The Hacienda del Alimo Golf Resort. So you would go off there, you go over the bridge to the left, and you go over. It's right over. You can't even see it on the camera, but it's right over to the left here. Lovely big complex. It's got a proper sports facilities there. It's got football pitch. It's got a bowling, not bowling, lawn bowls, as I should say. My wife used to bowl there. Golf, lovely golf course, lovely green grass. They've got a couple of complexes there. The Oasis, the Spanish Village. Now, I also said that the hotel has opened up now. Obviously they're thinking about, obviously people coming in from Corvera Airport will want a place to stay, so that's one of the places. There's also going to be a bus service, but from what I can see at the moment, because it's still early days, there doesn't seem to be a bus service coming from Mavaron up to the airport yet. So I mean, that would obviously pull into Camposol, but at the moment I can't see anything yet about that. You can see Corvera there. Now at the moment there's nothing about the airport. I would imagine soon that they will probably add a sign onto that, but at the moment there's nothing on there to say anything about the airport, is it, other than Corvera. Now, like I said before, you got to remember, guys, that it is confusing at the moment, because it's also known as the Murcia International Airport. And I believe that when you're looking for flights, it's probably going to be that's on there. And I think also I've just got to take this turn in. Okay, we're coming up to the roundabout now. Now, right in the middle of the roundabout is a bit of sculpture. I love Spain for its sculptures. This is a metal tree with some things hanging off it. It's obviously got some purpose, I believe. I don't know what, but yeah. So I quite like Spain for this. They do like doing their arty things. No doubt I'll throw a picture up of it, because I actually taken a photograph of it. So if we go off to the right now, that would take us down into the town of Fontianimo, another place full of Brits. So we're going up over the road now. So we're heading towards Corvera now. It won't be long before we actually can start to see part of the airport, especially the control tower. Lovely straight road. Airport. Okay, now the other thing, speed limits. You need to keep to the speed limits, especially on this road. And the only reason I'm telling you this is because I got stopped by the police. I think what I was doing, you notice every now and again it seems to go between 60 and 80. And you know what the police are like, wherever they are around the world, they know the places. And I think I was doing 80 when it should have been 60. Anyway, what they tend to do, they put up a little radar up along the road, and he's probably just off the road, so you can't even see him. He's probably in with the trees and whatever. And then on the next lay-by will be the police, and it'll be the motorbike police, and they pull you over. And then obviously, another thing you got to remember as well, guys, is you got to carry all your documentation on you, and that means passports, which is not a good idea, I don't think, carrying everything in your car. But apparently if you get stopped by the police, they will want to see your obviously your driving license, your NIE number, your passport. Are you a resident? So they want to see your residency card, obviously car insurance, the car ownership. All this stuff has to be carried in the car. Now what we do, because I don't like the idea of carrying my passport in the car and also my NIE, is you can go down to the local town hall, you can get it photocopied, they stamp it. Obviously it costs you a little bit of money, but I prefer to do that than carrying all that documentation in the car, just in case the car gets nicked or stolen, something like that, and you know it's further problems. But you will get fined if you don't carry the right information. Now the police are quite good. I mean, when they pulled me in, as you probably well know, I'm not very good at Spanish. Anyway, I got fined on the spot. It was 50 euros. He had his own credit card on him, so I paid it on the spot, on your way. And they were really polite, you know. You do hear stories about Spain, but no, I can safely say, I might not be lucky next time, but I can safely say, yeah, I was treated respectfully. Yeah. So as you can see, it's quite flat here. You can understand why they put the airport in. I'm just looking at, we should be able to start to see signs of it, but maybe just around this next bend. So just bear that in mind, even though, you know, it's going to take us 28 minutes to 35 minutes. If you put your foot down, you might get stopped by the police. And I can tell you, because that happened to me along this stretch. So and you can see, lovely wide road, nice and flat. So just a warning. Still nothing about the airport. Nice big flag here. Another roundabout. Why? I don't know really. It could have been quite easy, just a T-junction, but there's obviously trying to entice you to go down into that village on the right hand side. Now I come down here a couple months ago. The road that actually goes into the airport, it was still fenced off, but the blocks were removed, so that was a good sign. Mr. Speedy there on the right. Right, airport. Can we see it now? We should be able to start to see the signs of the airport now. If these trees were not in the way. Can I see? Yes! Right, you can't see it, but I can see it really clearly now. It's on the right hand side. I can see the terminal and the control tower. I would turn the camera, put it on a bit of a road. So we're at the airport virtually now. We're not far from it. You can actually see it. This part, this side of the Airport. This is where the runway ends. You can see the barrier signs there. So this is the end of the runway. I was surprised really, it wasn't a bigger airport myself. They class it as a minor international airport, whatever that means. Now I believe that this roundabout here, there's actually a sign that says airport on it. I've got a car up my arse, so what I'll try and do is just turn into it. Right, I'm just going to go in there. So this is the entrance into the airport. So we're here now. So that's the airport. We're looking at the runway that leads into it. And I've got the dog whinging. The road that you can see at the moment, I'm going to put up a video that I'd done a while back, just showing you what it looks like. You got a lovely statue there. I presume it's a unicorn, I don't know. I'll let you decide. But anyway, this is the road leading in. If you was coming from Murcia and Cartagena, you would come down this road into the airport. At the moment, doesn't seem to be a lot going on. We're in sort of mid-November. Now, as from the 15th of January, this place will be open. So don't forget. And also, when I showed you on the video, it takes about half an hour from Camposol. Now, for some reason, the sat nav is not actually showing you the right. Hello, there's a car gone down there. But I don't think you're allowed to go down there. Anyway, yeah, on the sat nav, for some reason, it's taking you off some dirt track that's not even there. So just remember that when you get to that roundabout that I showed you, that will be open on 15th of January 2019. And that will take you into where the car parking is. If you've been to San Javier, the airport's no bigger than that airport, so you're not going to get lost. So I hope you found that interesting. As I always say, keep watching. because she doesn't know what I'm going to bring up next. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one.